Okay. Hi, Icy.
Oh, teacher,
Good. Okay. How are you today?
I'm very thanks. And you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay. I see. Which sport? We're going to do part three today. Which sport do you think most people like to do? What sport do you think? Which sport do you think people like to do? The most people like to do.
Uh, in my opinion, I think the sport that most people like to do is football. That in my country there are many clubs of uh football that uh, have teachers to teach children how to play football, and also I think uh, in every part of my countries that people like to play football.
Do you have a football club near your house or in your town?
Uh, yes.
Okay. That's good, Icy. Icy, why do children need exercise?
Um, the reason why children need exercise, that exercise is the most of important of our life, that um, uh, every day children should uh, get up early and do exercise. Is help is help children to keep fit and to be more healthier.
Okay, good. Another idea, that's very good points. Another idea we can talk about here. Um, what do they need? Exercise to keep healthy, to keep fit. Um, it's a stress buster. That means if you have lots of homework or you've got a test coming up and you are stressing, when you're outside and you're playing with the ball or um, um, badminton or volleyball, it's a stress reliever, a stress buster. Let's say reliever, reliever. It's a stress a reliever. Um, it's also better sleep. You sleep better. And when you sleep better, you concentrate better. So there's lots of points you can say there. Okay. Good, Icy. Um, Nan, what is the difference between watching sports on TV and watching it live?
I think there are some reasons to for the difference between watching sports on TV and watching it live. Firstly, I think when we watching sports on TV, we can see reality, so it's not interesting. So I think um, once we watching is live, it is more interesting, and but we need to pay a lot of money to um, join in the stadium, and it is very expensive. But when we watching sports on TV, we can cook the food and eat and watch sports with friends or family.
Okay, good. Now, I see. If a child does not want to do any sport, say, for example, they are lazy and they don't want to do sport, what can we do to get them into sport? To tell them, say, for example, your little sister, she doesn't want to do any sport. What can your mother or you do to help her like sport?
Mm, I think during the days as brothers play game and watch TV too much. So I think it is very um, bad and not good. So I think children they need to exercise or play sports. And now they have a lot of um, sports are really interesting for children like badminton, football, basketball. So I think children they need to play sports um, 3 times or 5 times a week. It can increase their health and relax their stress. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back to this one. Okay, I see. What sport programs do people like to watch in your country?
Um, well, the sport programs that I think people like to watch in my country is football. Uh, this sport is that I think everyone like it. Uh, and this is a favorite of men and boys. That this sport is uh,
Just say that sentence again. Just say again, I see. What TV what sport programs do they watch on TV? I can't hear you.
the sport programs that I think people like to watch in my country is football. Uh, this sport uh, is my this sport is the favorite uh, kind of sport in my country that I
Is
think
it,
most of
is
people
it
like it.
so is it like football or badminton or tennis? What do they watch?
Uh, football and
Oh,
or
football and
tennis.
okay, okay. So most men and women like to watch football, although it is a men's sport. Tennis is also a big sport in my country that people like to watch, especially when it gets to Wimbledon. Or so I see say something like maybe like a big sport event, like a football World Cup or something. Then so you can say mostly men likes to watch football. However, when there's a football World Cup, all the families watch it together. So you can say something like that too, okay? Your ideas are good, Icy. Good job. Non. Look at number 2, Non. What is the difference between living alone and living with roommates? What's the difference?
There are a lot of difference between living alone and living with roommates. Firstly, I think when we're living alone, we don't have some interesting and we don't have those people to share a lot of story, and it is very sad. So I think when we're living with roommates, we always have funny and we can cooking together, we can share money together to buy something. It is very cheap. So I think we need to living with roommate to connect with new friends as we can find new things. So moreover, I think when we living with roommates, when we have an accident or when we have a difficult thing, they can help me. Yeah.
Okay, yes, good. Okay, I see. Look at number 4. Besides cooking, are there any other skills that people need to learn if they live on their own?
That's I think that there are many skills that people need to learn if they live on their own. That they have to learn a skill that fix something broken in their own house, or or they live alone. Also, they have to uh, learn how to protect themselves. That when the crimes go into the house, they have to study a lot of tips that either bad people go into the house.
Okay, besides cooking, are there any other skills that people need to learn if they live on their own? There are many skills young people need to just have to look at this word. Here. And let's say acquire. I will play that word for you. There are many skills young people need to acquire. Cooking is one of them. However, young people also need to know how to, now you can say, fix things. You can say, protect themselves. You can say budget. That means money. They need to know how to budget so that they can pay their rent and pay their food. They also need to be responsible to pay bills. Those are all skills that we need to learn, is how to work with money and how to budget. Nan, can you think of more skills we can add to Icy's answer?
What, teacher? Can you say again?
Can you think of more ideas? What skills you need when you are alone?
I think we need to have the BT.
To have
The teacher to teach them some difficult skill.
Okay, so I want you to try again. There are many skills young people need to acquire. That means learn. Cooking is one of them. However, young people also need to know how to fix things, such as, now give examples, Icy. Remember last time I told you examples, such as to change a light bulb, or to fix the fridge. Okay, protect themselves. Give examples when there is an intruder in your house. Budget money to not to overspend, so that they have enough for their bills. Responsible pay bills. You can say people need to save money for their bills, as well as buy groceries for the month. Okay, so there's lots of ideas for you there. Okay. Okay, there we go. I see. Try again.
Are there many skills young people need to acquire? Cooking is one of them. However, young people also need to know how to fix or set a change a light bulb, or to fix the fridge when they live alone. Also, they have to learn how to protect themselves when there's an intruders or perhaps in their house, and some tips that to help them when in the dangerous. Uh, and furthermore, the bucket uh, that they have to use the bucket or that suitable with uh, suitable and not to overspend a lot of money, and that go shopping every day. Should not to go shopping every day. That's and they have to be responsible that pays uh, and not to pay.
I can't hear that.
Uh, and people need to save money for their bills as well as buy groceries for the month.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm gonna save this. Okay, Nan.
Yes, teacher.
How can parents and teachers help young people to live independently?
So I think nowadays young people, they need to experience new things in their life. So I think parents and teachers, they need to give their for young children, they go to the far city to start study university or college, and they need to teach ya to buy the new thing is good for theirs and don't expensive.
Hang on, say that again. Sorry, sweetie. Just say that again.
Let me see. I think there is always a need for young children is don't freelancer, you know.
Can you spell that word so I can type it? And I can help you.
F
Okay, hang on.
F
Okay. Eh?
R E E double E, yeah, double E, and LAN,
Freelancing.
yeah.
Okay, I've got you. Okay, yes. Carry on.
Moreover, I think young people, they need to know there's a new generation and they need to study more well, and um, they need to gain knowledge, and most new thing is good for their life. So I think parents and teachers, they are always proud of them.
Okay, good. I see. What do the teachers and the parents teach you if you want to live independently? What can they teach you? They can teach you. What skills can they teach you? You need to unmute, Icy.
Um,
What skills can they teach you if you want to stay alone or independently? So say you're going to college and you want to be independent. What does your mom need to teach you?
or, or she need to uh, how to save money in
Yes.
uh, and save the electricity and water.
Okay, so, okay, yes, that's a good point, to save electricity and water. What else?
Are some studies skills that help me to, like, my mom have a life experience in college, and she teach me some skill that when I study college and live alone, that there are some skill like trees help me to study um, effective and good.
Okay, so you need to be able to save money, save electricity and water. That's all the things we've said. Like protect yourself, be responsible, how to budget with your money. So it's all the things we said earlier. How can they help you? They can help you to be independent by letting you make your own choices as well. You can say that too. They can let you make your own choices. And then all these other things we said earlier. So see if you can say that in sentences with examples. If you can't, I will type it for you, okay? Okay, try again, Icy. How can parents and teachers help young people to live independently?
Uh, my ever that and teachers have young people to have identify that some skills to save money and save the electricity and waters for the necessary things. Uh, and they teach young people how to protect themselves. Um,
Okay, talk about the budget.
save money. Like,
Okay, and what about make your own choices?
and they teach them how to make your own choices. That choices when they complete their college and they go go out go to life in choose the correct work, correct job.
Okay, good. So there's ideas for you to say that. Good. Okay, let's have a look at this part. I see. What important decisions do some of you have to make, or the young people? What important decisions do you have to make? What decisions do you make? Do you have to make that's important?
That children that have to make the important season that when they have to study hard to choose uh, their high school uh, that
Okay, so you can say here, do you think children sometimes have to make important decisions? So you can say here, whether it is a toddler choosing a toy or a teenager selecting a college. All children have to make decisions. As they get older, decisions can get more difficult. Okay. This is when they need the guidance of their parents or teachers. What important decision do you have to make, Icy?
uh, that I have the important decisions that you choose the high school and study hard to go that good school.
Okay, so your high school. So do you and your mom choose the high school together? Does your mom help you choose, Icy?
Yes.
Okay, as they get older, decisions can get more difficult. This is when they need the guidance of their parents and teachers. A lot of information needs to be gathered, as well as research needs to be done. Parents can explain and teach children how to make a decision based on both recommendations. A decision can be made. So recommendations means like you can gather information and your mother can gather information, and then together you can make decisions. Okay, I see. Let's say it again. Do you think children sometimes have to make important decisions?
Whether it is a toddler choosing a choice or teenager selecting a college, all children have to make decisions. As they get older, decisions can get more difficult. This is when they need their guidance or their parents or teachers. A lot of information need to be gathered as well as research need to be done. Parents can explain and teach children how to make decisions based on both recommendations. Decisions can be made.
Okay, good. None. So when we go shopping, Nan, do you think when we go shopping, hang on, here, do you think advertisements can influence our decisions when shopping?
Teachers, can you translate these questions for me?
Advertisements can influence decisions.
Bạn có nghĩ rằng quảng cáo có thể ảnh hưởng đến quyết định của chúng tôi khi mua sắm? Bạn có nghĩ rằng quảng cáo có thể ảnh hưởng đến quyết định của chúng tôi khi mua
Yes, teachers. So, yes, I do. I think advertisement can.
Yes.
Yes, I do. I think advertisements can influence our decisions when shopping because it can make shopper they can decide fast, and when they see their as advertisement they really like that and they think so we need to buy that because it is very nice or it's very useful. So in conclusion, I think advertisement can influence our decisions when we are shopping.
Okay, so we can say here, definitely yes. if there was no advertisement and you visited a store, you might just buy what you desired based on what others had told you. Most advertisements do not create an instant purchase. So if you see an advertisement, you don't go buy it immediately. But when you have extra money or when you get to the shop, you remember the picture because they always make it so nice. And then you buy it because you want to know what it is about. So most advertisements do not create an instant purchase decision, but here it is. Leave an impression in the consumer's mind about the brand. It goes into your mind when you see the picture. And then you want to buy it because you want to taste it, or you want to feel it, or you want to ride in the car. So you don't buy it immediately. Okay, so Nan, can you read that answer?
Yes, teacher. Definitely yes. If there was no advertisement and you visited a store, you might just buy what you decide based on what others have told you. Most advertisements do not create an instant purchase decision, but leave an impression in the customer's mind about the brand.
Okay, I see. Do you think advertisements can influence our decisions when shopping?
Definitely yes. If there was no advertisement in the first point,
I see, I can't hear you. Your sound is not good. Try again.
Definitely yes. If there was no advertisement and you did visit a store, you might just buy what you decide based on what others has told you. Most advertisements do not create an instant purchase decisions, but leaves an impression in the consumer's mind about the brand.
Okay, must just look at your sound. I see it's difficult to hear you. Okay, good.
Teacher, is it a fan sound?
I think so, yes. Okay. Okay, Nan,
Yes,
what
I'm here, teacher.
what inventions do you think should be improved? What inventions should be improved?
Nowadays, I think
Invention, yes.
yeah. Nowadays, there's a lot of new invention. So there are some inventions I think is very useful for people's life. So I think the best invention needs to improve either robot to clean the house in house because it can help my parents or people clean the house is very clean, and so it can remote on the app by my phone, and when we stay far or when we go to school, go to the company, we can the remote their um, robots in the house to clean the house before we come back home. So in conclusion, I think the robots either best idea and their best invention to be improved.
Okay, good. I see. Do you think it's only scientists that can invent new things? Can't hear you, I see. You have to unmute.
Yes. I think that scientists can invent new things that they always uh, ex explore that made a lot of new things, and also they invent uh, the smart things for people to use like nowadays. Mm.
Okay, so what are you using that scientists didn't invent? What are you using in your house?
Uh, the light,
Yes.
the electricity,
Okay,
and
but those are scientists. Now think about a scientist that didn't create something. For instance, look at a phone, or look at the new cars like Tesla. Those aren't scientists. Those are rich people that had an idea, and they designed it. So it's not only the scientists that can invent things. People that aren't scientists can also invent things like phones and the new cars. What benefit does it bring to your world? I see. So, if, for example, electricity and a car and a phone, what is the benefit of that? Benefit means something that's good. What good is that in your life?
water.
So, for example, a phone and a tablet. Why is that good in your life?
Uh, because it's helped me for everything that's such as Google is slow uh slow any things that I ask web ask Google, and that they help me to understand more things and uh solve the many difficult math tests that I didn't understand. I don't understand.
Okay. Okay, so you can say here, do all inventions bring benefits to your world? Yes, absolutely. The invention that brings the most benefit is the computer. I study on my computer daily. I usually do my homework, research, and study online to improve my skills. Without my computer or you can say phone, I won't be able to further my studies as I would now. So you can say the computer is very important because you are studying on it. So that's one invention that is very good for you. Okay, so you can say more. You can say electricity. Examples, light. So if there's light if there isn't light in your house, you can't study because you can't see at night, you can't use your computer or your phone or watch TV. And you can watch educational programs on TV. So there's a lot of inventions that is great for your world. Like a car. If you don't have a car or a bus, you're going to walk for a long time to school. Now you can get to school very easily. So you can talk about electricity and the car, phone, computer, even in your kitchen. You can talk about the fridge. Your things won't be able to be cold. There's lots of inventions you can talk about. Okay, so I see, tell me again, do all inventions bring benefits to your world?
Yes, absolutely. The inventions that brings the most benefits is the computer. I study on my computer daily. I usually do my homework, research, and study online to improve my skills. Without my computers and or uh and phone, I won't be able to further my studies as I would now.
Okay, non, that's good. I see. Now remember, you can add more about electricity or the car or the fridge in your kitchen. So you can say a little bit more as well, okay? Non, what inventions do you use at your house?
So in my house have a lot of um, inventions, but I think the best inventions useful is um, their TV. Yeah, because my family, when we have dinner together, we always watching TV together, and it is very happy. Um, Secondly, because this TV is my dad's gift from my family, so this is a big present. So I really love my TV. And thirdly, my once I from school, come back to my home, I always hear watch TVs with my baby brother. So we always have watch Detective Conan. So I think when we watch TV, we can gain a lot of knowledge and gain more use, gain more um, joyful. But I think when we watch TV too much, it is very harmful for us eyesight, and um, we can concentrate in homework and study.
Okay, good. Page 16. Let's go up here. I see. What important decisions, or do you think children sometimes have to make important decisions? You have to unmute, I see.
Yes.
Do you think children sometimes have to make important decisions?
Whether it is a shoulder choosing a toy or a teenager selecting a college, or children have to make decisions as they get older, that decisions can get more difficult, and this is when they need to uh, guidance of their parents or teachers, that parents can explain and teach children how to make decisions uh, based on own recommendation. Decisions can be made.
Okay, good. Okay, you tried very well. You've got good ideas, I see, but just remember to add your examples, okay? So as soon as you give examples, you can also speak a little bit longer. That's very good. Okay, well done, Non. Well done, Icy. I will see you next time, okay? Bye,
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone. Bye,
Bye, teachers.
Sydney.
Have a nice day.